Let's go.
It's time for the Lady Charmaine's Gospel Minute, keeping you up to date on all your favorite celebrities in the gospel music industry. From tour dates, CD releases, and all your favorite gospel television shows. It's not Hollywood gossip. It's the Gospel Minute with Lady Charmaine.
Well, my guest today is known for her deep, rich voice, and she is 1/3 of one of the best-selling female groups of all time. She puts the T in TLC with their crazy, sexy, cool style. They garnered 4 Grammy Awards and 4 #1 singles. Her group TLC was inducted into the all-time Hot 100 Artists Hall of Fame, and with over 45 million records sold to date. She's here to talk about her new role in the new hit stage play entitled Marriage Material. Help me welcome Miss Tionne T-Boz Watkins to the show. How you doing, Tionne?
I'm great, thank you. That was a good introduction. I'm like, wow, I did all that. No.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Now, how does it feel to be known as one of the best-selling female girl groups of all times? I mean, y'all was like the hip-hop supremes. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's a blessing, when you start in this industry, you never know, what to expect. So, I mean, that was, like, amazing. It still is.
To be known and to still have that history that goes behind you and before you. Now, for those who may not know what the nickname T-Boz come from, because we have a whole new generation, that they know the name TLC but don't know what T-Boz stand for. How did you get that nickname?
Oh, my goodness, that's hilarious. Well, my real name is Tionne, and at the time, there was a rapper called The Boss, and I used to call myself that. So I was like, well, I can't be that. And I was like, well, Boz doesn't sound right. So Lisa was like, well, put a T and a slash in front of it. And I was like, okay. Without me, like, Tionne is boss. So I remember my cousin saying, that's an ugly name. I was like, it might be, but nobody else will have it. So it's like T-Boz.
And you were
that's
forever.
Where it came from.
And you'll forever be known as that. I mean, when you hear of T-Boz, we know there's only one, and that's you. Now, just recently, not too long ago, you were on the Celebrity Apprentice. Did you ever think you would be on Donald Trump's Celebrity Apprentice?
It's funny because I said no to that show twice, and then I was like, well, okay, it's for charity, so I'll go ahead and do it. But, oh, my God, it was like a really great thing to do, but I would never do it again. It was, we worked 6 days a week, 15, 18-hour days. It was terrible. I was bamboozled. I was like, y'all lied to me. But it's for a great cause, and I had to keep reminding myself of that. But he's doing something really good, as far as that's concerned. But the people on there, they're so catty, and they're, really trying to get airtime and, attention, and that's what was irritating me the most because, that wasn't my thing. I'm like, I'm here just to win some money to help sickle cell, period. But people, woo, I would never do that again.
Because you had a really cool, laid-back personality. You did not get caught up in all of that hype, like you said, people trying to get airtime. You can tell that you were focused on the charity and not focused on getting the TV time. And I sure hate that you ended up getting kicked off the show. So when the cameras go off, do you all just go home or do you go back to your hotels? What happens when the cameras go off?
Yeah, my mother and my daughter was there because, I had to be out there over a month and, I don't leave my daughter that long. So I would go back to the hotel, but the problem was you never hardly got to go home. You know what I'm saying? Because you were working so much. I've never been up, except for maybe the waterfalls video at 4:30 a.m. to work. I was like, this is ridiculous. So we would do this at 4:30 and sometimes get home at 10:30 or midnight. That's crazy. Like, they don't really show how much you really work and how much you really put into it, especially, they look more so for the controversy and the drama, but they really don't show, to me, which they should, how celebrities really, bust their butt. Because I had blisters, I was bleeding, all kind of bruises. We was carrying carpets on our backs. I mean, we was working really hard. They ain't show none of it. I went to slap somebody. I was like, you better show what I was doing,
I was really working. So I find that funny that you say that because, are you watching the current season right now? Are you watching it right now?
Yeah, because I wanted to see Little John and Mimi and LaToya too. So yeah, I've been watching it. I watch it every Sunday.
Because I find it interesting that they were saying that LaToya was not working, but every time an executive come, they say she was doing great. So I said, well, they see more than what we see, because like you said, you working 16 hours. So whether she's working or putting in, I don't know. But only thing I do know, the executives are saying some great things about her. So whatever little spot she got, she does a great job at what she's doing. What do you think about Nene? I just want to know. Since y'all homegirls.
Nene's funny, but she doesn't bother me. But on TV, she comes across. She's a trip, outspoken, and sometimes a little ignorant to me. But I mean, I like Nene. She just says what she thinks, so you just have to know how to deal with people like that. But a lot of people can't deal with personalities that are just like loud and in your face. And sometimes, I just think it's a trip how she gets all sensitive after she went off on somebody and called them all kinds of names, and then she want to go, I don't understand why y'all think I'm mean. And so that's hilarious to me. I'm tickled. It's either if you walk the walk, if you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be hard 1 second and cut somebody out and then turn around and be like, I don't understand why they think I'm mean. So I'm just like, you just got to be what you're going to be and be cool with it.
And she complains how they try to throw her under the bus in front of Donald Trump. But, Donald Trump didn't see how she called LaToya Jackson Casper, the friendly ghost. And I'm like,
yeah, that was mean. I thought that was mean because she shouldn't have attacked her physically. You know what I'm saying? That had nothing to do with the task.
Correct. Now, question for you. How was it working with the Donald? And especially with all this controversy that he has going on with President Barack Obama, does that kind of change your view regarding Donald Trump since you were working with him on The Apprentice?
No, I can't say that he's one of my favorite people on the planet, the way he talks to people. But I just think what he's doing with the show is a great thing, but how he talks to people and cuts them off, and I just don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a fan of that at all, none whatsoever. And I feel like he has favoritism for certain people. Like if you're an athlete or somebody that he likes in his world, and you're hot, or a Playboy bunny. But if you're not, then it's just like, well, who are you and what do you do? It's just like, whatever, dude.
Wow. See, that's a whole nother insight. Well, if you're just tuning in, we are talking to Miss Tionne T-Boz Watkins of TLC, and we're talking about her experience on the Celebrity Apprentice. But she's going to be in town in Sacramento on Sunday, and she's in the new hit stage play called Marriage Material, coming on Mother's Day. Now, tell us about the role that you're playing in this play.
This is hilarious. The part that I play is totally opposite of me, and it goes against everything I believe in as a woman. So that's what kind of makes it the most challenging. And it's fun, though. It's a comedy. But my character's name is Jackie. And I'll just say what the play is about. It's about a bishop and his wife, Beulah May, that just got out of prison. And I slept with my best friend's fiancé and had a baby by him. And so me and my baby daddy, which is my fiancé, we go to this marital retreat. They're having a marital retreat over the weekend. My old best friend and her new fiance come, and a couple from high school that knew everything that went down. So we're all there to see if we're marriage material, but it all goes down because we bump into each other, and we're staying with one another at the Bishop and Beulah May's house over the weekend for this marital retreat. And I get dogged out the whole time.
Oh, you get dogged out after what you did. Had a baby by your best friend's man, and you get dogged out? Really? I got to see this.
Yeah, it's hilarious though. Beulah May is so funny. Like I was never into plays, really, to be honest, but sitting down and watching this play, I laugh a lot myself. So, Beulah May to me makes the whole thing, she cracks me up. You know what I'm saying? We have an all-star cast, but that's my favorite. Her name's Patrice Lovely. She's my favorite in the play, and I think she makes it so funny. She's hilarious. You'll love her.
Now, what made you want to do a stage play, since you said you were never really into plays? What was it about this play that drew you?
It was that it was a comedy, and, they have moments where, they teach lessons as well, so you can leave with laughter and getting something from it. But I wanted to try something new in my life. I've been in this business for 20 years, so I wanted to try something different. So it's fun, the hardest thing for me was I mumble a lot, so you have to speak loudly and clearly, and you have to make sure your back isn't turned to the audience, because when you sing and perform, you can turn and do whatever you want, dance, but you have to make sure that everybody can see you at certain angles at all times. So I had to really be conscious of that, because I wasn't used to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that was hardest for me. And of course, you have to remember your lines, but I'm pretty good at that.
So you basically grew, in your craft, and so you're growing, and God is stretching you in your craft and bringing some new things out. Do you think you may do another stage play after this one?
Yeah, I'm open to it if it's good and funny. Yeah, I want to play like a funny character. I want to be somebody obnoxious or loud or just goofy.
Okay. So you know what your roles are. Now, how is it working with Alan Payne and Jill Marie Jones?
I mean, I get along with everybody. It's easy for me. I get in where I fit in. So, Al and both Jill, they're easy to work with.
Okay. And so what's next for you? Do you plan on singing or recording or producing? What else do you have on the horizons for yourself?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, it just went blank.
Okay. I was just asking, do you plan on singing or recording? What else do you have on the horizons? What do you want to do next?
I have a solo album, recording in TLC with performance. TLC is doing a lot of stuff together. And then what else do I have? I have some stuff in the making. You'll see me around a lot, trust me. I can't really say what it is, but you will see me.
We're going to see you. Do you plan on doing a reality show?
You will see me.
Like Chili doing another reality show, or, something on the horizons?
Reality show?
I say like Chili. She did her What Chili Wants. Do you plan on doing a reality show?
I've turned down a lot of them, so if I come across the right one that I want to do, that I feel is right for me, then I will. I'm not, really into the whole dating thing and, stuff like that. Like, I thought it was cool for, Chili, but that's really not my thing. So if I do one, it'll probably be about something, I don't know, that I want it to be on my terms. If not, I just won't do one. I'll keep saying, no, thank you, that's okay. Because I've turned down the Housewives twice, too. I'm not even married. I'm like, why y'all keep asking me?
Because I think you're an interesting character, but that's true, too. I mean, look at, what's that girl, Zodiac, Kim Zodiac. She's not married either. She was just with a married man, and she made it onto the show. So,
that's true. I don't be that chick either, because the reasons that she's on there is not too good.
And
so
Candy,
I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like senseless, and it doesn't even match the name of the show. It's like I'm here because I screw other people's husbands. Colin, get out of here.
Okay. Well, and they call it the Real Housewives, but she's not even a housewife.
Right.
So how can it be the Real Housewives and Candy's
I stole the housewife's husband, and that's what her show could be called.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you real deep. See, that's why you need your own show.
No,
to get your
it's funny because she always talks on there, Big Papa this and that, and he's not married. Yes, he is, and everybody knows it, and so do you. We all know who he is. So stop playing. Like, just, I'm a person. I believe in, if it calls spade a spade, it is what it is. Don't sugarcoat nothing. If you're going to do it, stand up and be proud of it. If you don't like what you're doing, then don't do it. Don't lie about it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Miss Tionne T-Boz Watkins, giving you her opinion and the lowdown on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, if somebody wanted to follow your career, do you have a website or Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah, my Twitter is BozBiz, so it's LZ-BIZZ. So you can find me on Twitter. I'm just now getting back on there, so everybody bear with me. Hello? I'm not used to using it, so I'm trying to get into this whole Twitter thing. Because I really don't like texting, and it reminds me of texting all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have to answer all these questions, and they come in so fast. But I love my fans, and I will totally get better because they ask me to, and I'm like, okay. So now I'm tweeting.
So you're tweeting, and currently you're in Fresno, California. Then you guys will be moving on to Oakland and then moving on here to Sacramento. And if you want to see the stage play, they're going to be here in Sacramento, California, Sunday, May the 8th for one show only, 4 p.m. on Mother's Day at the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium. Make sure you get your tickets. You can call 916-955-5111 or go to the box office, and you can see them at the Paramount Theater in Oakland on Friday and Saturday. Love that theater. It's very beautiful. Kind of reminds you of the Fox Theater there in Atlanta, Georgia. And T-Boz, I want to thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. I appreciate it.